Three, two, one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new series. Not series. It's complicated. You're going to be seeing this arena a lot, but it's not promising to make videos every week. But this is something we're all excited for. It's more of an event style thing. Welcome to what I'm currently calling Clan Wars. But I'm working on another name, but I'm currently calling it the Clan Wars Project. So, basically how it works. You can see this is mostly flat area. I've decorated it as the breeze. Well, so I am going to enter the arena. This is the arena. Basically, all we're doing is fighting with some minor changes in like scenery and minor changes in challenges, to extend our PvP quality and have some fun competition. So this is Mando. Mando is currently not on right now, but he'll get working and I'll talk to him on what he represents. This is Mini Schmack, same thing. Light the Fire, or Eclipse, actually. It's Eclipse now. Eclipse is on, however, but I'm not going to talk to him until I explain everything to you guys. And, of course, me. And you might be wondering, why is this skin so different? I mean, look at my back. So I have chosen to represent my literal favorite mob. Now, a lot of you who've seen my videos before probably think, oh, his favorite mob is the creeper. He usually wears a creeper skin. No, not my favorite mob, actually. My favorite mob is the breeze. Mostly because of wind charges, but also because I think it's a pretty cool concept. And well, yeah, I've kind of decorated my area to be a trial chamber. This is here for when I was, like, messing around with heights and things. It's just here. Oh, I made it. Cool. I could go one more up. Anyways, so basically my goal is to represent the breeze, I think one of my main weapons is not going to be the mace, but it's going to be the wind charge. So basically this series is all about making kits, being good at fighting with those kits, and getting the most points. These are the banners, or what I like to call the Mark of the Wind. Basically, I've named my team The Wind. I'm pretty sure Light the Fire named his team The Echo. The other two have not decided yet, but they're representing a piglin, mostly baby piglins, and the Shulker. So we'll see what team names they come up with. But basically, how it works, each video, each session, whatever you want to disclose it as, we are assigned to our PvP opponent. And our PvP opponent is the person who we are fighting that day, that week, whatever. Yeah. There's no schedule for this, so if we miss an episode, or, if we just, don't do it for, a couple weeks, there's no schedule, there's no obligations. It's just all when we have time. Anyways, so we basically come up with kits, we fight, and it's first death. So loser will be the person who dies. Usually. Now there may be changes, there may be free-for-all events, all depending on the week, the session, the episode, whatever you want to refer to it as. it all depends on what's going on. I think I reached my peak. I think I reached the peak. Yeah, alright. Ah, crap. That was a sin. Okay. Where is it? It's right there. Let's make it a little larger. Alright, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Basically, we're gonna keep PvPing. The arena may change. The challenge may change. We may ban items for certain fights. But it's all gonna go into our point system. Our point system. So each win, you get a point on your little board. Why is this one moreover? Okay. I'm having a lot of OCD today. Okay. Anyways, so now that I fixed that, is this... Alright. It's all the same now. Okay. So each week the arena may change, but this is the base arena, right? I mean, most of it is structure blocked, so we have an easy time to repair it every week, or every time we fight, but the walls are not. The walls will be repaired slowly. And we've already used the arena. We've already tested it. We've already done a lot of fighting. None of it's going to count, though, because it's never, like, all of us. Because, yeah. The arena's seen some damage. There is supposed to be one way up. However, I think that broke. So I think the only way up is Ender Pearls, Wind Charges, or Elytras. Good job. Anyways, yeah, so 2 people will be spectating. And then 2 people will be fighting. That's how it's going to work, week to week. It's just... I feel like we didn't repair this properly. Okay, anyways. I'm just over here OCD. So, week to week, everything's going to vary, you know? There's not going to be anything ever set in stone other than, like, banning, I don't know. Actually, no, I don't even think that's going to be set in stone. I think everything is interchangeable. So, yeah. I gotta remove that. I created that just for aura farming, basically. Anyways. So, I think one rule that's going to be regular is no ender chests. And we're also going to limit people on totems most weeks because those will never end. I think for free-for-alls, though, we may not limit on totems because things... I don't know. But you got to work out of your inventory. And you got to be prepared. So I've faced a lot of battles where I had just come out of a battle and I was not prepared at all. Right. I've done battles where I just came out of another one. I was not prepared at all. So, you know, my inventory was, like, basically empty. My armor was pretty fine. Like, I made sure I would repair it before the battle begun, but... So no one's running into situations like that. There's going to be 10 minutes prep time before every battle. So, the first battles are going to be Mini Schmack versus Eclipse, and then me versus Mando. Or, like, the Fuse versus Mando. Clan names, thumbnails, all gonna be different, all gonna be, like, set up properly. But, one of the things we are doing is whenever we are recording a video for this, It's never going to open proper. Okay. Whenever we're recording a video for this, we are going to be saving our items that we do not use, but there's going to be a reason for that. So, as you see here, it's a full shulker right there. That's good to have, but none of this is staying. All of this is going to, I'm literally just going to delete all of this. The reason for that is because none of this was on camera. We just kind of... I left it as an example, basically. I'm going to have to go through and make sure all of that, like, deletes itself and etc. But, yeah, so nothing's ever going to be a permanent... No rules are going to be permanent. Everything's going to be up to the week. And... yeah. But... so another thing we are doing with this is the dump zones. Everyone's going to have their dump zone. I mean, I have it set up so I can just, like, drop items. And it'll get picked up by a hopper minecart. And it'll just, like, sort into... things. That's how I have mine set up. Other people are gonna have theirs set up differently, and that's fine. Like, there's no... but the reason we're doing this is because later on in the season, or whatever we want to call this, there's going to be a dump chest dumpster brawl, whatever you want to call it. It's gonna be a free-for-all, and whatever you've not used up to that point is what you use in this dump chest dumpster brawl. Like, all the stuff in your dump chests from previous battles, that's what you're using. That's your kit. That's it's everything. So the goal of that will be to make the best kit out of your trash, basically. But yeah, so we're going to do a lot of these, and we'll be talking about what we have for our clans, and you guys will see all of my practice sessions. You might see the person's I'm assisting's practice sessions, and you might see someone else's practice sessions, depending on who's recording at the time. So yeah, stay tuned, because this is going to be a lot of fun. We're all kind of excited for this. Ending my spiel about this PvP arena thing. Oh, I do want to... one thing. There's going to be a final battle. The final battle is going to be a point buy scenario. So we're going to assign points to every, like, item, like, every cost. And you're going to have to use the points you've gathered throughout the season, the season, whatever you want to call it, and buy the items for your battle. So the points do mean something. They just don't mean something right away. They also mean, like, how many battles you win and, you know, whatever. There's also going to be, like, bonus points for, like, completing challenges, or it's not going to always be 1 point for each battle. Like, if there's a battle is harder, we're going to give more than 1 point. It's going to continue being variation. Variation is key for this series. But yeah, so now that I've ended my point spiel and all of my other spiels, I'm going to tell you about my clan. My clan, The Wind. So I've made an entire, like, base kit over here. Don't tell anyone, no one knows about this. Equipment of the Wind. Here we go. Yeah, I don't want anyone seeing that. Okay, cool. So basically, I've created this stuff, and it's... that was the worst misclick I could have ever done. Okay. We're good. Take 2. The equipment of the wind. Jeez. Okay. This crossbow, it's I don't think I'm gonna keep it. I mean, I may. I don't know. This is always gonna vary. There's no set in stone kit. This is what the armor looks like, and the reason I made the pants silence instead of what it was because, well, because the flow armor trim doesn't really show up on pants, so I decided to make it something a little more convenient. Armor is always going to vary week to week. I may wear different trims. I may. This has Swift Sneak. Why do I feel like I'm going so slow? Okay. Anyways, yeah, everything's variation. You know. Actually, that's 3. That's 4. That's 5. This is how my inventory is going to be set up most of the time. So. Yeah. Anyways, basically, this is just the basic kit. I'll extend off of this. However, one of the rules is always going to be whatever shield you use has to be the shield of your clan. Right? So we're not having any bland shields. It's always going to be the shield of our clan. Or the shield of the mob you represent. So I represent the Breeze. This is what I'm representing. Make sense? Cool. Anyways, armor trims, they're not going to matter. None of that's actually going to matter. Anyways, so I'm going to throw out the 27 and I'm going to... Cool. Alright. I'll throw that back there. Yeah, anyways, so I represent the Breeze because it's my favorite mob. It's what I want to represent. I mean, I feel the Breeze is awesome. We also have the cobweb clearers in every room. However, there's one room, one training area where the cobweb clearer is like starting here. There's reasons for that. I'm not going to get into that. But let's go to that room, actually. Wind charge. We are going to be visiting that guy. Yo, Eclipse. What you building?
My entrance.
Cool. I see a little cave vibe.
Yeah.
Cool. So, do you know what... Oh, you've covered up the roof.
I hate snow.
It's not supposed to snow. That was a fluke. You could just clear it and it'll be fine. Anyways, whatever.
Plus it's a deep dark.
Fair enough, I guess. So, yeah, what are you representing? You got a banner you can show us? These shriek. They don't spawn wardens, though, just so you're aware. Interesting. Good grief. Wow. Okay, cool. So you're making a deep dark.
Yeah.
Do you have a banner you can show us?
Where'd it go?
Also, I need to fix this now.
What?
It is fine. It's fine. We did add construction wands for this very purpose, so I would be happy to fix it. Anyways, so yeah, you got a banner for us, or
That here.
is that where? Oh, that's interesting. Is there like a description you can give me?
What do you mean?
Like, what is this supposed to represent, or is it just a random banner? Uh, I have one. What's it supposed to represent though?
Something. I don't know.
Maybe the
I
echolocation?
was just messing around.
Okay. I was thinking like the echolocation of a warden, but okay.
Close enough.
Sure. Cool. Well, I see you got a lot of work to do. I'll be back when you finish.
Okay. Bye.
Boy. That was something. Cool. I'll be back over there when he finishes up. I'm also going to take this time to see if I have any clips of Mando and Mini Schmack's base. I don't at the current moment, but I will see. Yeah. So, in the meantime, I am going to discuss with you guys my first kit. So the first week, it's going to be very simple. I also have a retired chest for kits that didn't work. My first week is gonna be very simple. This is gonna be my base set. Start introducing the idea of threes. And I learned to seem to win charge over 6 blocks, which, if I get it right, is gonna be insanely good because that means density is better than breach. However, I may need a breach mace for when I fail my 6 blocks. I don't know, but this is a density mace. I've named all these weapons, including quick charge, which is gonna be one of my favorite weapons. Because yeah, that's fun. This is to eliminate other people's maces. That's gonna be fun to deal with. Once again, I'm gonna have 3 totems. I have these. I think I'm gonna grab a set of 3 duration. And I'm definitely gonna have shulker boxes of my potions. No, my good potion box. This potion box. My ender pearls / tools, and I may grab one of those, and I may grab one of these. I don't know. We'll see. It's gonna be very important that I also grab XP because anything I can keep of this is gonna be awesome for when the dump chest fight is gonna happen. I also have one strategy I'm thinking of. This strategy is downright dirty, but it has to do with the dump chest fight. So I'm basically going to take an entire one of these in every battle with me. And an entire set of shoulders, like I'm gonna take multiple different sets of things in battles with me. And if I don't use them, they're gonna go into a special dump chest. And what that special dump chest is going to consist of is, you guessed it, entire kits. And that's my strategy. However, I'm not gonna restrict myself from not using those items, because if I restrict myself from not using those items, then that would be like really cheaty. But if I try not to use the items and I get to keep the entire shoulder box full of items, then bravo. If it comes down to it, I would rather point to the shulker box. Let's be real here. So if it comes down to me winning or losing by using that shulker box, I'm going to use the shulker box. That's just that. I also came up with this wind charge run door. I really like it. It's running off of a lever, but it's a simple wind charge run door that's not too obvious. Maybe a little obvious. Yeah, and I have a nice little platform up here, if I can get up. Okay, cool. Where I have items for some reason. Yeet. Who's confident up here? Anyways, yeah, this is where I'm probably going to start all of my fights. However, I'm going to have an extra totem on me for my entrances. You've probably seen it if you've watched any of my shorts. If you haven't, go watch a couple of my PvP edit shorts. Basically, what I do, grab a totem, make sure I'm in survival mode, and jump. Or a farming. That is how that works. Anyways, I have an extra totem for that specific purpose, so that's going to be fun to deal with. Or there was another solution to that, which I'm working on, and that is wind charge clutching. So basically, I will have a backup totem. Let me just make sure I can. I don't know my coordinates. Okay, I figured out the system. So basically, what I do, and I save myself from falling. And I can honestly do this over and over and over again until I get it right. And this is literally so I can start my battles like, let me just, yeah, literally so I can start my battles like, well, that didn't work, but you get the idea. I may have someone else do it actually, so I can actually see my screen. I don't know. Of course, you, hold on. What is this? Breathing my... You... Get stuff out of here. Go back to your chambers and stay there. Are you done yet? Can I come visit? Go back to work then. Sheesh. Anyways, yeah, you guys see that. I'll be back when he's finished, and we'll talk about what he's got.